So once again, so important with anything, whether it's shaft, IPS, or any drive, the anode system or the corrosion protection system on your boat is like a priority. It is the ultimate priority A in looking after your boat. Yeah, and if it's an older boat that you're buying, and and you can see there's corrosion, get the bonding survey redone. Yeah, as part of taking that boat on, get it redone, because what happens is over the time of a boat, there might have been this fitted, and they might have pulled that out, and they might have put another one of these in, and it might have been done. You know, if it's a coastal cruising boat, some of the work might have been done in Queensland, some of the work might have been done in Sydney, some of the work might have been done in Melbourne, some of the work might have been done by really good people, some of the work might have been done in a hurry by some cowboys, and then all of a sudden you've got all these different values of stuff, and all the earthing, not all the earthing, but some of the earthing potential of everything being earthed back to your shafts, back to your anodes, something's gone amiss, something's gone awry. So if it's an older boat and it's had other things done to it, highly recommend going to the expense, and it isn't inexpensive, to get the bonding survey done again, right? But that money is well spent, because the end result is if your generator isn't properly earthed, or your engines aren't properly earthed, and the anodes aren't actually working. I digress. Once there's a boat that I know of, it's an aluminium catamaran, and it's owned by some people. Every time I see it, I say, your anodes aren't working, and they go, no, it's good, they look new, they're still new. Oh, no, this has been this way for 4 years. You need to do a survey. And it was 4 years ago, and I said, no, that doesn't look right. The anodes are looking too new. They look absolutely perfect. Oh, it's good, it must be good. They're doing it. No, they're not doing their job. The anodes, the sacrificial alloys, must be deteriorating. That is their job. Anyway, I went back to the boat. I was on that marina, and I was back at that boat, and sure enough, there's the marine plumber in there trying to redo the tops of fittings and all this sort of stuff. And I look in at the skin fitting, around the skin fitting as well, it's just fizzing. There's white sort of scungy stuff around that, and I can see that the heat exchangers are all fluffing up around their gaskets, and the paintwork is starting to bubble out. But the anodes, guess what they look like? They look like they were brand new. They just had a little bit of paint over them. Then I go to another boat walking along the marina, and I see anodes, the hull anodes on the back of the boat, and the boat's been sitting there for so long that there's sort of a calcification sort of growth over it, and then there's this little sort of stalagmites or anyway, the one that comes up, and now the middle of that, so there's a little hole, and every now and then you see this little bubble just coming out on the top of that anode, just like that, bubble, and you're like, Ned, what does that even mean? That means that boat is fizzing. It is crying with corrosion, absolutely crying with corrosion.